remains active. Vivek Ramaswamy is here to break down the hypocrisy. Vivek, great to see you. The hypocrisy, look, there's plenty of hypocrisy. One of them obviously is the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, is still banned from social media platforms, but Vladimir Putin has access.
So here's the thing. Putin has actually restricted access to Facebook. He has restricted access to Twitter and users in his country. He has banned the BBC from reporting. I think there is a hard philosophical question, Will, of whether we use the methods of dictators when we're fighting against dictators. I come out on one side of that question. It's a hard question. I say we do not. I think that we should not practice censorship in response to dictatorial regimes because that is what separates us from them. But I acknowledge it's a hard question. But here's the funny part about this, is that we don't even get to that hard question. In the United States, we see Twitter and Facebook actually not exercising censorship with respect to actors like Vladimir Putin or with respect to the Taliban as they took over Kabul last August, but actually exercising censorship as on the name of misinformation and hate speech here at home, where the 45th president of the United States does not have access to Twitter or Facebook today. That is the irony, is that they're using censorship to weaken us here at home without even actually using it in the hard question of whether you use it against dictators abroad. That's the hypocrisy.
Yeah, and you and I have been talking, Vivek. It actually mirrors our energy production policies as well. Hamper or censor or reduce our production and speech here at home, but let it flow freely externally. Hey, you said, by the way, that you basically would not employ the same methods as a dictator, your personal choice. Yours is the same as Elon Musk, by the way. He tweeted the following. He said, Starlink has been told by some governments, not Ukraine, to block Russian news sources. That, by the way, that's interesting. Who's telling him to do so? We will not do so at Starlink unless held at gunpoint. Sorry to be a free speech absolutist, Vivek.
Look, I agree with that. And at the end of the day, it's going to take actually leaders with a spine in the private sector to ultimately stand up to dictatorial methods used in the United States here and abroad. And I think that if you're fighting a terrorist and you adopt the methods of a terrorist, if you're fighting a dictator and you adopt the methods of the dictator, you lose the very thing that you're fighting to protect in the first place. And at the top of that list here in the United States is our culture of free speech and open debate. And yes, we ought to be giving a platform to voices around the world, even to actors, bad actors in countries who won't do the same in return, because that's what makes us who we are. But the double irony now is that you see powerful platforms like Twitter, like Facebook, working, in my opinion, with state actors here in the United States to exercise rampant censorship discretion
at home.
Here at home. And that's how we actually become the enemy here at home within.
We're done. We don't have much time, Vivek. How do they justify that? Let Iran speak freely, silence Donald Trump. Let information flow out of Russia, silence misinformation at home.
Or let oil and gas flow out of Russia while cutting production here at home. And this is ultimately how the woke progressive movement weakens the United States geopolitically, because it uses its weapons back against itself in this apologist culture that's emerged in the United States without actually using that in the service of actual values in fighting autocratic regimes in places like China, in Afghanistan, in Iran, in Russia. That is the defining geopolitical consequence of the progressive movement here at home, and we're only beginning to see its rear its head in a small way today.
Vivek Ramaswamy, great perspective this morning. Thank you, Vivek.
Good seeing you, Will.